Greetings, beautiful soul, and welcome to the House of Healing. I am your host, Lady Spellbreaker. That is the sound you hear before magic's about to happen. I should actually switch this way. It depends what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Last week we did arms. Those are just a little bit of what I do. And the sound was muffled. You know, I have some AirPods, but they can't pick up the microphone for live streaming. It dropped down to 23 degrees here. So some of the things you can do to keep yourself warm is move around a little bit. Get your energy moving. Get your body flowing. I use one of these under my knees when I do specific glute workouts. And you know, when you're trying to break not being on devices, scrolling and watching videos all the time. Hold on a second. I see y'all. The comments ain't showing up over there. Hold on a second. I don't see no comments over here. Very interesting. I got no copyright music on, so I sure the heck hope it doesn't. Yes, we are. Let's go. All right, let me keep this over here so I can see it. And I've got some of Dashima's booty workouts. Bali booty shake workout going on. I got socks on right now because until I heat up and get my energy flowing, I'm freaking cold. I don't even like sitting at my desk because when I'm still for too long, it is so cold. Like, my thermostat thing reader says 70 degrees, but I've been having the heat on high, blowing this. But as soon as I start moving, as soon as you start working out, you warm up real quick. It's really that simple. I dance in the winter just to keep my body warm, especially if you're fasting. Especially if you fast. If you fast, your body produces so much heat when you eat because it's digested. Even that's why it's not good to eat right before you go to sleep, because your body will be trying to digest all this food and using up all this energy, right? And it'll heat you up. Food does. All right, so hold on. We're even going to start with a mountain pose where you want to get at the top of your mat. Take your inhale. Bring your energy in. I'm learning the values. One of them is an upward energy and one's a downward. Udana Vayu and Apana Vayu. I gotta check it. And then lean back. We're just getting right into this. So we're not doing the Ashtanga yet. We got the chair pose is the beginning of the Bali booty workout. So you want to keep your core engaged, your glutes tucked in when you breathe in, right? And then you're going back. And she did 5. She talked a lot in the video, so in the teaching, I said, come on, Dashima, I can't do that. Hold that for that long. I'm getting better now that I've been doing it so many times. This is more like a functional strength training. I think a lot of yoga poses are like that. So in the next is the Bali booty. These are the ones I added because I had my own booty workouts in prison. I made my own workouts from magazines. I found the ones that I wanted to work on and do. We're gonna add those in today. So this is your goddess pose. You really want to keep yourself tucked and engaged, your muscles, and you're gonna pulse. This is copyright-free music. I don't know. Can you guys even hear it? Find something with a beat and pulse. I'm gonna learn the breath work that goes with it too. Fire breathing. I was learning about the Kriyas and stuff last night. I'm on the pranayama module. I'm gonna do the chakra module after. It's more like 1 hour classes. That's when it's gonna get big. Right now I'm in the targeted micro sequence. She said do the chakra clearing one before I do the Kriya mantras. Say in the Kundalini one. She said because you might not be ready for what's gonna happen. And you want to have all your chakras balanced first. This is why forcing people into an awakening, forcing people to see what they're not ready to see is not good. Lots of people think they need to wake people up. No, you don't know what people need. And you don't know when they need it. We don't. We think we do. Anything trying to force something is our ego, you guys. Everybody's gonna arrive. They're right where they need to be right now. They are where they need to be, seeing what they need to see, doing what they need to do at all times. I need my grippy toes. Socks gotta go for this one. These are big down dogs with your open legs. These are really, really good for your legs and your glutes. All of it's together. So get in your down dog. I know I'm not saying the breaths right as much as I should. Legs up. Are we in the video? Nope. You almost need the wide camera for this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not gonna do the running mans and stuff yet. I gotta be easy with my leg. Then round in circles forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are part of my workouts I've been doing every day. Oh, I still went to the other side. Hold on, I gotta go backwards now. Circles the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sometimes my arms get tired and I gotta take a rest for a second. When you're just getting into the game, just coming back to life, like after a slumber for a while, you fell off track, had an injury. Oh, I did 12, not 10. But guess what, guys? I put it on subscriber only mode. Now we don't have no trolls coming in. Then people can watch, but if they want to talk, they have to subscribe for 13 minutes. That way we'll keep people out that don't need to be here, right? They want to just come in and be attention seeking. Forward. think that noise was muffled last time because the phone was on the base. It's on the edge of that stand now. That's really a card stand that I put cards on. Let's see what else is on the list. Extended lunge squats. Those ones are the ones that are tricky. Extended lunge squats. So you really want to like squat down, right? But you've got your other leg out this way. And then when you switch over, this is the one that's tricky. If I stretch my leg too far right now, I have to move very slowly and very carefully. So these are extended leg squats, half squats. Once your legs get stronger and you're a bit more balanced and capable, and you don't have an injury, you could probably go faster. I've been like thinking about the exercises I did in prison because I got up and worked out in front of everybody. I didn't wait until they said I could go to the gym. I did it right there on the unit in front of everybody at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Every single day I was out there for 45 minutes to an hour and a half, 2 hours every day. I was learning how to get my happiness chemicals not from pharmaceuticals finally. I was learning yoga. I was learning all the things I needed to learn. Finally. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know because you couldn't hear me either. You probably couldn't hear me either. I'm going to get a clip-on mic soon. I've got too many things to pay December. My my license plates expire, and my SR22 insurance is due. All right, so here's this here. What are we doing? These are like donkey kicks. They also have fire hydrants. Now, you work different muscles when you kick with your heel, lift with your heel all the way. You just want to be aware of what you're doing. 44. Now we can turn the heat off. We got enough heat going. Hello, Buddha. We're doing glutes and booties today. Glutes and legs. Legs and glutes. All right, here we go. 44 with the heel. We're doing heel first. So I do 44 with my heel first, and then I point my toe, and it works different muscles. I haven't gotten that far in my yoga anatomy book, but it's coming. By the way, Buddha, Nora, any of my followers, subscribers, my dear friends, my soul family, if you're interested in yoga teacher training, let me know. Let me know. Because we're going to be making big changes next year. Doesn't really take much to get your energy flowing and start sweating, no joke. Phew. 44 of each one, heels then toes. And I've just begun, well, I'm going over it again, the 3 stages of the green smoothie detox diet. So that's the next on the list of the low sugar fruits that we should have, and all the greens and superfoods that when you blend it all in a blender into a smoothie and have it like 3 times a day, you're letting your body get so much good stuff. So powerful. The foods that can literally change our entire body and heal everything. It's pretty amazing. So now I'll go like this way because we're going to be going up and out. It's almost like a fire hydrant. Fire hydrants are just like up like this. So we're going to go up, out, and then back. 1, 2, 12. I almost forgot count. Lost count. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22 for my angel. Forever 22s. Get you a good sweat going on. Rather than just sitting around. You know, our hands aren't made for, our hands ain't meant for typing in chats all day and on social media and on devices. I hear all these yoga instructors, every single one of them that I've been doing stuff with, talking about when we're sitting on our desks, typing away, and the posture we're in our neck, and our alignment, and why people are in pain, and da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, we're croaked, here we are, typing away. The robots are coloring pictures and became artists, while the humans are all become robots. And they forgot that they were in human bodies for a little while. We forgot that our hands are for healing. And as much as I love astrology, I did tell Dr. Tame last night that I'm actually a healer. Like, I'm a medicine woman. And I started my channel about recovery. And it didn't have anything to do with astrology at first. It was all recovery. I was reading recovery meditations. There are any addicts or alcoholics out there that might be struggling and feel like they're alone. And then COVID broke out. And I watched what alcohol was doing to my daughter. And at a time when a lot of people fell back into their addictions is when I poured mine down the drain. I said, you know what, this is enough. And I got to witness what the hell happened all over the world. And it's shocking, you guys. Absolutely shocking. So here we go. Where are we at? Do we just do them on the left side, on the right? Now we gotta do 22 on the left, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, Shoo, we got this sweat going on now. We are moving. I gotta think what tank top I even have on. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. We're still here. We're still bringing it on. So these are a couple of things that are not in Tasha's Bali booty workout shake yet. But these are side ones that I was doing. They're really tough to do if you do them with weights. You put ankle weights on and try to do these, you'll really get a workout. But I don't suggest doing that before you do them for the first time. If your body is not used to doing a lot of this stuff, just be easy. Don't do 44 the first time. I'm looking at how much water I could retain after eating chili that was some beans with salt. Even if I rinse them really, really good, I think it's gonna be best to get my own beans and soak them myself. Soak them myself. I think I might turn to the side for this. I don't want people seeing down my shirt. This is not what they came for. This is not what I came for at all. I'm not that girl. All right, so these, well, no, you're gonna have to do it this way. It's gonna have to be, hold on, just give me 1 second. We're back. I got a shirt that's good now. It's hot. I like high cut shirts. I'm not that girl that's letting it all hang out like that. Never was. Alright. So these rainbows, you actually are going to take your leg out and then go up and over. And you're not going as fast as you can go. The trick is just to keep yourself steady and tap the floor. Leave your leg so you're tapping, tap, a rainbow, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 33 on one side. Those are really good workouts. And often what I do after I've done both sides, and I'm not usually talking to anyone when I'm by myself, so I don't forget my reps as easily. I don't have as many things that make me forget, right? And so I always do the opposite side. Every single time I'm very balanced. My Uranus is in Libra. I like to keep things balanced. That's how it should go. But you should always notice, because one side of your body is going to be stronger or weaker than the other. And one side is also maybe going to be tighter. You might be able to reach your arms together this way, but not this way. My right shoulder is a lot tighter. And right now with this injury that's still healing, this leg, like even doing pigeon pose, is much more difficult with my right leg than my left leg. So it just is part of the game, part of the healing. All right, so what are we doing, rainbows? 33? Okay. Again. So some of the things I like to do in between a real intense tightening of the glutes of your legs, what you can do in between that is a pigeon pose. So you can bring your leg forward, and this will stretch out. You want to keep your hips square. So if you can lay down, that's good. If you can't, that's fine. If you can't get all the way down, you might need a block. But this will open up your low back. The muscles that you just worked and tightened, I kind of do this and rock a little bit in between those to stretch my body out while I'm working it. While I'm working. Not just constant tension, not just constant weights. Stretch your body out. See, this leg is much tighter. I can't go nearly as far down. That's the leg with the injury. These are parts that I've added into my healing. This is also part, like some of this is even part of my physical therapy, that I need to do things for my leg to heal. Because when you have an injury and you can't work out and do your exercises and you can barely walk, you've got to re-strengthen your leg. You've got to rebuild yourself. It's like teaching yourself how to walk all over again and learning how to do things and strengthen your leg back up. And the best thing that I have found for that is my trampoline. My trampoline has helped to rebuild my muscles more than anything, and not stretch it out, not be doing too much intense stuff, listening. This is why not numbing our feelings with alcohol and lots of things is so important. We need to be tuned into all the signals that our body is giving us. We need to be able to listen to it, not just pop ibuprofen and make it go away, but listen to what is my body trying to tell me. Is my body trying to tell me to slow down? Is my body trying to tell me to eat less sugar? Is my body trying to tell me that I need some magnesium? Not ibuprofen, magnesium, turmeric, ginger. Maybe we need a detox from sugars and all these unhealthy fats that are loaded at fast food joints. People want quick, fast, and easy, and they don't want to do the work. I said it, it's a lot of work making a meditation video. Making all the images, putting it all together. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's very frustrating. I get so mad. I cuss my computer that Adobe messes up. I get up and walk away 1,000 times for a 10-minute video. To make a 10-minute video. I know why people just go live, because it's a lot of work. People want the rewards without the work. We want quick, fast, and easy. We want our food fast, and we want it now. And we don't want to have to work for things. I know how it works. I took the fast road most of my life. And here I am. At 36, I finally started figuring it out. And at 38, I was really getting it together. So here we're going back, not up and over, out to the side and down and around. So this way. But you're not swinging so fast that it's not lifting. You want to go slow and tap. You're not just swinging your leg back and forth. You're actually like lifting and tapping. 1, 2, across instead of up and over. 3, 4. Works different muscles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, You might even be able to feel that burn in your leg that you're on more than you feel it on the leg that you're lifting and moving. You might feel that burn straight down in your glute on the other leg because it's holding up all that body weight and moving. You know, we really don't need that much weights at all. People think we do, we really don't. We really, really don't. Our body weight, like people that can just like lift themselves up and move around in such amazing, easy ways. There's a girl, Natalie, that I follow that's a gymnast. And she has like a whole gymnast and does, it's like a bookshelf that she can just climb up and spin around in her house. And she's a gymnast. She's also a vegan, so you don't need meat to have those muscles and be strong. You need to eat healthy. Actually, all that fat and meat is really bad for your heart, and it'll clog your arteries. And if you don't have good fresh fish, you could have too elevated mercury levels. So you really just have to be wise all the way around. 33 on the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32, 33, and we did it. Give yourself a hand. If you did it, you're doing great. If you watched, you got the seed planted. At least it gave you a little seed of inspiration. Hello. This is another explorer. Do you know the stock explorer? I can't see, my glasses aren't on. What of the explorer? No. No hat of the explorer. NATO the explorer. I don't have my glasses on, I apologize. Oh, the stock explorer's here too. I mean, the stock explorer and NATO the explorer. I hope I said that right. We're doing a workout. How's it going, my friends? Just doing some legs. We already did fire hydrants. Let me look at the exercise list again. You know, I have the Yoga Down Dog app, which also has a HIIT app, which is high intensity interval training bursts, and also table pose, leg lift variation, puppy pose, down dog, right circles. What else do we do? Down dogs. These are the plank position. Planks. Hold on a second. Get myself situated here. Planks, and then your crunches with your planks. So you come in, one right, bring your left leg in, chin in. Left leg to center, chin down and in. Left leg to the right. 2, 3 on each side. 1, center, left, right, center, and then right. I gotta get a yoga towels mat. I can't even wait till Christmas, Lori. I need a yoga toes mat right away. If I'm getting sweaty, my hands start slipping. I don't like that. My hands or my feet to be slipping. To the right. 1, center. That was 3 on each side. But when I first started those, I couldn't even keep up with Dashimu at all. Right. Right. Oh, my stars in heaven, I'm slipping. I just looked up a different one on Amazon earlier. I told my mom a gift idea, but I need to buy one right away. It's real good for us to sweat. I know people don't like it in the summer. They're like, oh, I'm so sweaty. I hate sweating. Your sweat is purifying your body. The Native Americans actually have sweat lodges that you go in and you sweat to detox. Before you put plant medicine in your body, you cleanse, you detox, you purify your body before you put plant medicine in your mouth. You go through a combo cleanse and the sweat lodge. So you cleanse out your entire digestive system, and then you go sweat it all out too. And while you're not eating, you're drinking water. Water, because you want your body to purify. There's so much healing if we could stop eating all these foods that are making us sick and giving us diseases, disharmony, dysfunction. The trick is we gotta stop consuming it. We'd save a lot of money too. We don't need to buy all that garbage. Seriously. I have to tell myself that all the time. Oh, at Ross's or Marshall's. All right, we have that there too. Let's do some lizards, even though that's an arm. It's all body strength. It's all working your whole body really, because everything's connected. If you're holding yourself up with a plank, it's not just your core. You're using your legs, you're using your arms, you're using your entire body. So if you do these like hunched up, so to speak, like this, with your knees lifted like this, it's called a bear tap. And you really want to keep your hips planted so that you're not rocking back and forth. Like you're trying to keep your core engaged and your body engaged. But in yoga, in my yoga teacher training, it's called hot lizards. And you basically can be in either down dog or plank position. Whatever one you're doing, it's often plank though, and just tapping. And she was actually rotating, like rotating. I will assure you that working out actually increases endorphins, well as does listening to music. And if you can get yourself in a healthy self-care routine, not checking social media first thing in the morning, throw that out the window. Just throw it out the window. Say, this is what I'm gonna do every single morning. I'm not gonna go check what's going on the other side of the planet. I don't need to check those notifications. I need to check in with my heart. I need to check in with what's going on with my body and what I want to manifest in my life today. And we're going to do that like by reading your morning miracle, reading something inspirational. I have broken this habit of this cycle I was in. That's where we're spell breakers. We're going to get some shirts before long. Me and Laura, you need flow state yoga shirts too. And you can just start building a whole new routine. It takes like 28 days to develop a habit. So once you get in this routine, just like you get up and you make your coffee every day, or whatever your routine is, whatever you do first thing in the morning. Do you get up and brush your teeth? Do you do breath work? Do you do yoga for 10 minutes? Do you do emotional freedom technique tapping? What are you doing for self-care for you first thing in the morning? What do you do for you every day? That's what I want to know. I want to know in the comments, if you're watching this later, what your healthy self routine is like every single day. Your self-care for you. Not helping others, helping yourself. Taking care of your mind, feeding your spirit, something good, inspirational, writing down the things you're grateful for in your life, looking all around you at everything that you already have and being grateful in this moment. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this roof over my head. Thank you for all the subscribers that I already have. Thank you for the beautiful souls that are already in my life. I am so grateful. I am so grateful right here, right now. I don't have to wait for anything to happen for me to be at peace. I can choose to manifest those things into my life right now. That is how powerful we are, you guys. We have so much power and we're giving it away. We are not focusing our energy. We are just giving energy away, blowing it like our dollars, And we are, if we really just focus our energy, our money, and our intentions and dish it out in a right way, we could be so powerful. We are so powerful that we're like, there's too many distractions. I feel like there's like there's a Bible verse that says, beware in the end times of doomsday deceivers and all these people. They're going to just say, and look over here, and look over there, and look, there's a comment, and look, there's this. And they're going to be telling you to look at everything outside of yourself instead of looking right inside of yourself. Remembering who you are, stepping up into your power, just like taking care of yourself and things. These, like, COVID changed us. I did that post earlier, that what I've said and witnessed this whole time, witnessing my daughter in a psychosis, completely wasted, and it just broke my heart. And I just couldn't witness this anymore. Like, it's heartbreaking to me. It really, really hurts me to watch people suffering so badly. It really just breaks my heart because there's nothing I can do but watch people's lives go up in whatever the choice they make, and I can't, like, I just have to watch it and be like, there's nothing I can do for my father. And it's heartbreaking. It's one of the most painful things that I still have to live through since I quit drinking it all away, right? That's what we have to do. Watching ships go down and things like that, it happens. So we stretch it out, surrender, give it to the universe. We learn to transmute it all, right? Be with us all, sweet Jesus. Thank you. Hallelujah. That's our puppy pose. There's our night lot. Meditation and breath work is non-negotiable. Yeah, you got it. Yes, yes, yes. And this is really better than, like, you can get juiced just with the music. You don't even really need all of those monster drinks and all that stuff. Like, some of that stuff is not good for us. You got to really read the ingredients on stuff. And once you just get the music and your right energy flowing, you'll be in the right direction. That is it. I'm going to do some more of these side squats. We'll do some more goddess poses too. It's already been 40 minutes though. And I'm going to go after this, these little workout ones. We'll do some more goddess poses. And these, you want to turn your legs, your ankles, your feet to be even with your knees when you squat down. And as Dashima said, sometimes it's easier when you're like that if you move your position. You saw me do it earlier, but I didn't say it. And so when you just find the beat, this is a real EDM beat one. If you follow the beat on this, you might be going way too fast. I usually try to count to 22 and then switch my hands for another 22. But I don't know how many I've been doing right now, so I'll just go till it burns. Out to the side with your, I gotta learn the name of that mudra better. Some of them aren't in my mudra cards. I'm burning already because I've already done a bunch of workouts today in this 24-hour period. Phew. That one's good for my leg too, because some of the workouts I've done, like I had to do for physical therapy, required the weights and doing squats. So when you do your squats, I always try to keep my toes lifted. That way my weight is going back into my heels. Because you want to have your proper. They will maybe do these at physical therapy too. With your toes lifted, you can get off balance. did my arms earlier. I'm gonna go after these lunge squats. Hey, something just popped up on my screen. These half squats that are dangerous. I'm scared of these even because sometimes my leg has dislocated and it snaps out, so that's why I move it extra slow. But I do like them. I think they're really good for us. I just don't like my leg to pop out like that. And I'm strengthening my inner thigh. That's why I'm working on it. Because when we go years without working out, sitting around watching the telly, watching videos all day and all night, that's all we know how to do is watch videos now. That's all anybody ever does. Watch this video. You gotta watch this video. I'm watching so many videos for yoga teacher training. I don't want to watch any other videos. I am videoed out. I want to go live. I'm gonna go live my life and be present and not have to worry about videos and not have to watch videos all the time. I'm at this stage where I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Whoa. I wanna go create and live and make potions and make art and paint and do all these things, not watching videos. I wanna get to that point where we are in life one day, so that we can get back to reality. We could snap back, right? Snap back to reality. These ones are tricky. You need to lift yourself just right. It's usually when I move, it's when my knee is not aligned right. These are really good for stretching out your thigh though, especially if you have a torn inner thigh muscle. You don't want to do it too fast. Just like I said, I'm not doing the running mans. I'm not doing the planks where I'm running and making my leg do more than it knows it's ready to do yet. Like I'm not pulling pallets. My leg is still healing. And one more. And that's it, my friends. Let's do a forward fold. And you can even shake it out a little if you like. Let your body unwind. Bring back up. Invincible. Thank you so much for joining this workout session. I hope you get on your own workout session in your world. And maybe you can upload some videos. And if you do some workout videos, I'll watch it. Right now, I don't have time for nothing else. I barely have time for my astrology videos. And to be honest, I told Dr. Danny I quit going to live streams. Hers was the first place I kept going, and I was just there listening. I wasn't chatting. I quit chatting. I didn't want to chat. All these weird people kept following me when I leave comments on other people's channels, and all this weird behavior's going on, and I just went quiet. And I do ghost people. And I don't, it's not ghosting people, it's nothing personal. It's just like, I gotta filter now what I need in my life, balance, and what I don't need. What's blocking me and interfering with my studies, and what's helping my studies. What's interfering, what's a distraction, and what's helping me. What do I need right now? Because I could get lost watching videos all day too, you guys. I could just sit around and do nothing and be on my social media all day, talking in comments, answering every time somebody leaves a comment, making sure I'm always jumping to be there to answer everything. But I have to turn away from everything so that I can read my books. I've been studying these books and writing down all the answers for my final exams, because they're in books. Like when you take a college course, you have to study and you have to write them down. And if you really want to do good to remember things, you take notes and stuff. So it's like I've had to shut everything off just so I can focus, because my own brain is like a pinball machine. Let alone when somebody else is giving me other things to go watch. Like it's already enough with complex PTSD to keep my own attention from going all over the place when I'm reading a paragraph. I could read a paragraph and think about 10 things while I'm reading that paragraph, just my own brain alone, and have to read the entire paragraph over 3 or 4 times because my mind wandered so many times. So it's like I'm not trying to be rude or mean to anybody, but I've almost just like shut my phone off sometimes and just turn it on. Like I got so much done last night because I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning and no one else was awake. My mom wasn't awake talking to me. Nobody else was awake talking to me at all. And it was just pure silence from midnight until 6 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock this morning. I got so much studying done, my books read, got some more homework done, pranayama, intro, and the first breath work. I'm gonna do the second one here today. That's just what I'm doing. I just have to shut it all down. That's what you have to do when you want to go to school and you want to do good. You got to shut it all down. That's what we have to do in life if we want to do good. Sometimes if you don't chat when you go to other places, it's like, some things I just can't tolerate watching. If it's not in my vibration and it's nothing that I do in my life, I don't need it. I'm not going to give it a thumbs down. I'm just not going to watch it. I don't want that in my algorithm. Like, in all honesty, listening to everybody else on YouTube telling me, go support these people, go subscribe here, go do this, go do that, it jacked up my news feed so bad. Trying to follow everybody and answer comments and leave comments and listen to people like James Guy tell me to stay active all the time. It was horrible for my nervous system. It was absolutely awful. People are just running around 24/7, 365, rolling live streams. Some of them are playing high, fast-paced music where they're dropping links, like just dropping links. Do. That's all they do. And I'm like, oh my God, do you know the energy behind this? Like, to do a workout is one thing. You're doing it for one time. But if this is what you're doing all day long, it ain't no wonder people can't sleep. It ain't no wonder people are having issues with their nervous system and anxiety, because they're not resting. They're not relaxing. They're not chilling. They're going, gone. They're going, gone. And they don't like take breaks. And I had to jump off of that cycle. I had to stop following that. I had to take control of my news feed back. I had to say, you know what? I don't need to be these places. I don't need to watch these videos. Some of them were like carnivore videos, and I'm a vegetarian, so all this carnivore stuff started popping up in my feed, and I was like, to heck with this. I don't want all this meat in my feed. Like, what in the world is going on? How is this happening? And I started saying, you know what? I'm jumping off of this. I don't have to subscribe to everybody that subscribes to me. I do not have to. I do not. Sometimes people subscribe to me, and that's fine. If they want my information, it doesn't mean I need their information. You do not have to do that. I absolutely advise people to subscribe to channels that are information that you like. Things that are continuing to show up in your algorithm and your feed, and the things that you love. And we shouldn't even pressure people to watch what we want to watch. There's a lot of that going on. Like, you gotta watch this. Just because we think something's good doesn't mean everybody else needs to watch it. Like, there's a lot of people really pushing that. And they're like being real forceful with it. And I have to watch what I'm doing, because just because I love a video and a video really awakens me and resonates and blows my mind and I can't believe it, do I have to share it with everyone and tell everyone to watch it? No, I don't. I could save a lot of energy not sending it to everyone. I could save a whole bunch by just receiving it and saying, hey, that was awesome. Thank you, universe. That was what I needed right now. And then I could like plant it on social media, and whoever needs to find it will find it, right? I could just drop that link off, but I don't need to send it to everyone in Messenger. I don't need to send it to everyone on Instagram. I don't need to send it to everyone. Not everyone has to watch what we're watching or believe what we're believing. This is the power and amazing gift of free will we're all given. But are we free from the consequences of our actions? If we eat really bad, unhealthy food, is it going to affect our body, our liver, our kidneys? If we watch unhealthy things, like I was talking to Lori earlier about bad dreams and stuff, and watching shows like The Exorcist and Annabelle, and then having those seeds of like poltergeist and things, all that fear-based stuff planted into your brain. That's what my ex did to me. And I don't like that stuff. I don't like bad dreams. I do not like having those seeds planted into my brain, because I can't remove them once they're there. So that's why I'm real cautious of what I watch. Like, I don't even feel like I need to decode anything. I don't do gematria. I don't say, oh my gosh, I got to break down every single word. I've never broken down Lori's name or Nora's name or Buddha's name. I don't think I need to break everything down. I think that's over-analyzing and maybe even part of avoiding my feelings. Avoiding doing, if I feel like I need to absolutely break everything down, and I was seeing what was even happening with the numbers. When I was going through the numbers, because I don't even like math at all. I'm an artist. I like to paint and draw. I've been an artist my whole life. I hated math. I don't want to do it. The numbers started coming to me after an 11-11-11 prayer. And sometimes I just wish they would stop. I wish all the signs would stop. I wish all of the signs and the decoding, and I could just focus on my life and go play at the park and not decode another freaking thing in my life, to be honest with you. Honestly, I work with numbers at work all night. And every product that goes in the store goes in an aisle, it goes in a department with a letter. And then there's a number for the aisle. And then there's a space on the hello, Lewis, welcome. There's a space on the shelving unit with a number, and then in this space there's a number. So it's going to go in aisle 8, section 8, space 8. So I would have 888, 888. And so all night long I'm working with numbers, and I'm like, what does this mean? And is it a code? And I just want to go about my day without having to overanalyze and overthink anything anymore. That's what I feel like. Can we all just get out of this overanalyzing? Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde was yesterday. Can we get out of this over-analyzing and get back to our senses? I'm going to share that song before I go. I'm going to go, though. I got stuff to do. I need to go cut up turmeric and put it back in my apple cider vinegar. Alan Watts. No, it's Enzo. Overthinker. The Overthinker. That's the song I'm thinking about all the time now. The Overthinker. People have lost their senses. Yes, they have, Alan. They're out of their minds. You can't see it, though, I don't think, from a chat. From the phone. I don't think you guys can. That's the name of it, though. INZO, the Overthinker. And every time I think about how everybody's running around trying to figure everything out, trying to find the answers, trying to break the code, crack the code. Thank you. I had to break the numbers. I went through them with August, Kayla's birthday, and 99, the 3999 portals, and then I let go right as we got into October. I just let go of it. And I just said, I dove into yoga, is what happened. Yoga. Completely just dove in. And I just let go. And I think I'm kind of shocking some of the people, because I just stopped my constellational conversations so I could focus on one thing at a time and get back in my body. I had to get back in my body. I had to get out of outer space and out of social media and out of all those things, get out of the chat rooms, get out of needing to be all these places. Yes, and the numbers are always coming. It almost drives me crazy. I sometimes want to say, will you stop with the numbers? Can I just get back to my life now? Once you open those doors, it's like you can't go back. So, I don't know. That's it, y'all. I'm going to go. We had a wonderful workout. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to get in touch with your body, to do some yoga. Yes, I'm stilling my mind. That's the thing. Stilling the mind, being able to lay there like in Shavasana pose and not have to pick up our phone and go check something. It's almost like a compulsive habit we're in. It's awful, you guys. We don't have to. Like, we could go through periods. I could have no Facebook on any devices, right? It's not on my one I leave the house with. Oh, we're done working now. It's not on this phone. I don't take Facebook to work. I don't go on it on the web from my phone. It's logged out. I don't need to know what's going on Facebook while I'm at work. I almost deleted YouTube off my phone because I don't need to know what's going on YouTube when I'm at work. And I'm really sick of some of my employees that I work with, my coworkers, that are watching TV while they're working and they're getting half as much done as those that aren't watching TV. Those of us that aren't watching videos, our attention isn't over here watching a video while we're stocking a shelf at this speed because our eyes are fixed on a video. We're watching videos, chatting, talking to everybody while we should be working. We should be doing that on our break, when we're on our break time, not work time, break time. And people are having accidents, trying to be in too many places, trying to chat while they're driving, trying to go live while we're driving. I've seen that one. Going live while we're driving. That one too. They go live and read chat rooms while they're driving, even though when you get your driver's license, it says you shouldn't be on your phone while you're driving, let alone reading chats. So like your attention's divided. And I just took the driver's test over again. I just got my license back after 20 years of not having it. So it's really not safe. It's not safe for other drivers, people getting crashes because of that and stuff. And people are half as productive at my job. People don't want to work. I'm telling you, COVID's done something to people. People don't want to work. This is why there's a government shutdown too. Because there are billions of dollars going out to people with food stamps, and some of them are capable of working. Some people are capable. I'm on disability working part-time. I'm doing what's comfortable for me right now. To a point where it's not so overwhelming that my mental health starts failing. Because if I'm putting all of my time and energy into a job and I don't have time to take care of myself and my mental health starts failing and my physical health starts going down the toilet, then what's the point of having a job if your whole soul is going to be gone? If your physical and mental well-being goes down the toilet because you're too busy working to even take care of yourself, you're so busy worried about your channel and more subscribers that you're not even taking care of yourself. That's a common thing today. I see it. I see people so worried about their YouTube channel and more subscribers that they aren't taking care of themselves whatsoever. But all they do all day is stay on social media and worry about more and more and more. Give me more and more and more. I need more and more and more. I gotta make money. I don't have time to brush my teeth, clean my house, wash my face, exercise, take care of myself. But I live on YouTube from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed. That could be Facebook. It could be Instagram. It could be Minds. It could be TikTok, Rumble. Where's the other ones? Patreon? What are other ones? I don't have all those. I don't even want the ones I have. I opened Facebook back up to share my YouTube videos in case somebody else wanted them. I go there to share what I'm learning and not get reeled into it. Like now, I can't even give Lori's thing a like. Say Lori leaves me a comment. Facebook. And I give it a like. and then I go to hit the little reply button to her, and it just keeps showing me that I liked it. I have to hit the reply before I can give it a like, or I can't hit the reply button. They keep changing everything, and I don't even like it. It's hard to keep up with all the comments. There's so many notifications, I just go, oh my goodness. And I know what it's like when people, once you get to a million subscribers, you think you're going to have time to answer your comments? You're going to have to hire people. You're going to have to hire people. Channels that have 1 million people, you can't even get to your comments. You can see channels that have 1 million subscribers. They don't even give their replies a like. Music channels, you know how many comments they get every single day? You do not have to answer your comments all day. If you're using YouTube where you like have to answer every single comment every time you get one, and you're socializing like you've got to be connected to people all the time, there's really something bigger going on that you need to ask yourself what's going on. Seriously. If our entire life revolves from the time we wake up until the time we go to bed with a phone in our hand, in a chat room somewhere around the world, worrying about what somebody else is doing, we really need to reevaluate where our life is going and what we're going to do with it and where we're going to go and when we're going to hop off. I hopped off. I said I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not. I said it's really not good for me. I can tell. I'm not sleeping good. I was trying to meet people that are halfway around the world over in Australia. I had times to sing at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, because it was X amount of time there for them. And it was like I was trying to blow myself out of the water, trying to meet people. And I just said, you know what? I'm letting go. I'm letting go of it all. I let go of going to astrology videos. I let go of decoding. I let go of caring where the comments are. I let go of it all. I just said, I'm letting go. And I'm going to focus all of my energy on my yoga. I'm going to focus all of my energy on my self-care and all of this love that I've been given and positive inspiration and everything to everybody else. I'm going to stop and I'm going to give it back to myself for a little while. I'm going to take that time that I'm given, right? And I'm going to, like with an injury, I had to sit with it. And I was in excruciating pain. And when you're really in pain, you don't want to be taking it out on people. When I'm going through grief and I'm having emotional issues and anger outbursts, I don't want to talk to people. I need to sit with myself and get through it. But I am a therapist too. So, like, I've hopped off. I'm not going. Like, a lot of people won't go get a therapist. And I've also talked with my therapist very much about, and I talked to someone else about this too, because when we take on everyone else's problems, say I'm running a YouTube channel, and I got all these people coming in, and they've got all these problems. This is going on in their home, and they don't know what to do, and they've given me this, and they're talking to me, and they're messaging me on Instagram and Facebook, and they're having all these issues in their life. And I've got to be able to shake that off and dance it out and transmute it and pray and not make myself sick, worried about people who are having things going on, because I'm actually not a therapist at all. But I very highly recommend getting therapy. I very much highly recommend. And I try very hard not to dump all of my problems on people. Because I'm going through grief. I was having issues with my ex this year. I'm having all these problems. And I don't want to dump all my problems on anyone else. So I take a lot of that to my therapist. We have bi-weekly sessions. I see her every 2 weeks via video. I can go in if I want to, but she can see my house and everything and how I'm doing in my world. I can show her the things I've got and my cards and things, so it works out better video. But I'm saying I can't even take all of people's problems. Yes, protect your energy. I didn't understand why I was drowning. I would feel like lethargic. I would feel like so heavy, drained after spending a day with someone or a couple hours. of someone who's in a really bad position, say they're in severe pain, say they're having a life crisis, and I'm sitting there cleaning their house and doing stuff for them and taking on all their anxiety, taking on all their fears, taking on all their anxiety, walking them through things. I literally came home and slept for 3 days after sitting with someone for 2 days. I said, oh my God. And I didn't understand that it was literally like draining my life force. And it's almost like you can't save someone who's not willing to participate in their own rescue. You can throw them a life jacket and things, but if they're not willing to like kick their legs and do a little bit of the work, you can't constantly hold someone up. Someone, you're giving them ideas, you're telling them how about this, and they just like holding space for someone who just wants you to hold space for them all the time for years and years, and they never can make a change in their life, and they never want to take a step or do anything, and they don't want to do any of the work, and they just want to dump their problems on you, and they don't want to get help. You have to be able to know when to set boundaries and say, you know what, I just can't do this. It's actually depleting me. It's draining me of my life force. And now I got to go take my breath and recharge myself and shake it off and wash that stuff down the drain. We have to take care of ourselves. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Absolutely everything. This is part of the reason, like my boundaries cards show that girl, and she's got like a dome around her where she's safe, and you just go gadget. This is why I'm so protective of my space, of my energy, why I won't even really go to family gatherings, because they're drinking. It's that alcohol has spiritual attachments to it. I don't care what anybody says. People are under the influence. It's a possession. I don't like the energy. I don't like the behavior. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of alcohol. I don't like it. And it's attached, and I don't want it. June has talked very much about not even inviting spirits or doing seances with anybody that's ever been drinking, because they have attachments. The alcohol itself is called spirits, and it's got an attachment to it, and it makes us become someone we're not. And so when you enter that into like a seance and someone comes drinking, bad things can happen. People get sick too. Like, I've had sicknesses from being just around people. Hello, Sonny, and welcome. I gotta put my shirt back on, you guys. See, now I'm not working out. I'm cold. We're done working out. We already did the workout. Now we're having to talk it out. And lots of people don't want to hear this, but I started my recovery channel on recovery. I'm a recovering addict and an alcoholic. I'm very, very grateful to be in recovery. And so it's like, it's tricky. And addiction is addiction. We could be addicted to watching television. We could be addicted to food. We could be addicted to novels. We could be addicted to anything under the sun. If it's an escape, there's a book like this, Journey to Joyful by Dashima Kona Gordon, my yoga teacher. I almost said astrology. My yoga teacher, okay? This is a very inspiring book that's going to help you dive into yourself. As a matter of fact, let me go here. I was going to read this. Why are we addicted? Lewis used to go live every day. Hold on, Lewis. Let me get my glasses. Hold on, we're going to talk about addiction. Dasha was a recovering alcoholic too. She used to drink all the time. You know, our liver can repair itself if we quit putting poison in our body. I got some witches stickers over here, you guys. I got a whole bag of witches stickers with like skulls and stuff on it. And I was going to put poison labels on all the alcohol bottles next time there's a family gathering and everybody thinks that's the only way we can be around each other is by being drunk. And so I'm the only one in my family that's truly in recovery from alcohol. I'm the only one And my grandfathers are both smiling down on me. Their pictures are right here on my altar. They were alcoholics. Both of my grandfathers. And they are so proud of me. They are so freaking proud of me. Breaking the cycle. They are so, so proud of me. It's funny because when I first got this book of Lori in the mail, what I always do when I first get a book is flip it open. I flip to a page and I see where I land and I see where my eyes fall. And it was right before that I saw that. We're starting to love myself. Pranayama, loving myself. We attract mirrors of ourselves. That's where I landed, in the pranayama and the love myself. Breathing exercises, but right before that, you told me that was in the anatomy book that day. It was in this book. When we were talking about the meridians, Lori, Journey to Joyful. Pranayama Yoga for Healing is on page 35. Another goal of Pranayama Yoga system is to help heal and bring wholeness to your life. Healing is a verb. To restore to purity or integrity, to make spiritually whole. She was told a story about her bicycle accident and how she got hit by a car and healed it. She's healed so much from snowboarding accidents, everything. Getting hit by a car, everything. Spinal and neck problems. Everything affects everything. This is a fundamental principle to understand how we can be successful in the journey to joyful or the path to wholeness. It starts by loving yourself. It always starts there. If you love yourself, you will do whatever it takes to restore your health and happiness. Let me repeat that. If you love yourself, you will do whatever it takes to restore your health and happiness. That means eating healthy. If you realize things are bad for you and it's destroying your liver, your heart, your kidneys, you want to start eating things that repair, detox, cleanse. Once you really start loving yourself, you want to start putting healthy things in your mouth. You want to start putting good things in your eyes. You want to start putting good things in your ears. You want to start having good, positive role models and support in your life. Not things that are going to deter you and take you away from the path that you're trying. Once you get in recovery, you got to close the door to a lot of people. You got to protect yourself. Because some of my best friends are still out there getting high. And if I went around them right now, they would still offer me drugs, just like they did before. Some of my best friends that gave me the drugs I became so heavily addicted to, opiates and benzodiazepines, it all started when they offered me one. So now I have to be really cautious because people offer me a lot of things they think I need. Here, try this. Here, you want a drink? No? No? You got to get really good at saying no, thank you. It's been a journey and a process to grow to love myself completely. This is Dashima's book, Journey to Joyful. And for many years, I was really ignorant about all the ways in which I wasn't loving myself. I would use positive habits to justify my negative habits that were hurting me. Ever done that? I did. I would always make an excuse for my negative habits, right? When I used to drink, I always told myself, well, I exercise and I eat really healthy, so I deserve to let loose in this one area. And in some cases, this is okay until it's not anymore. I recognize that for most of us, the path to loving ourselves is initially very slow. So don't be too hard on yourself. You are where you are, and I assure you of one simple truth about your soul's development. You are exactly where you want to be. The fundamental problem is, by justifying our harmful negative habits, we live in delusion. And who are we kidding the most? Ourselves. Setting ourselves up. We are lying to ourselves. And worse yet, we waste the precious opportunity of living our truth. With a human body that typically lasts for less than 100 years, we need to recognize how precious every moment is and proceed with this awareness to heal that which is out of balance in our lives and maximize the enjoyment of our time here. Not just for ourselves, for everyone we love. Addictions are an outdated paradigm. In a world resistant to change, we have to take matters into our own hands. Our culture fails to support our healing by literally encouraging us to sustain our addictions. Like Facebook gives you all these goals to keep up on Meta. If you want to succeed, follow these rules, make all these videos, make all these reels, make 1,000 posts here, and then they give you more things. I don't do none of that crap. I don't have to live up to their standards. I just go post what I want to post. I don't care how fast it grows. I use hashtags, and whoever's meant to find it will find it. That's just how I roll. I just go plant a seed and I leave. That's it. I don't live up to all that. Like YouTube, I do have to keep up with 4,000 hours in order to stay monetized. But I don't have to keep up with anybody else's expectations at all. Like I can just go share what I need to share and leave. There's no requirement for how many hours you need to chat a day or how much we do not need to connect as much as people think we need to connect, especially online. People need more in-person community, like yoga retreats that you do in person, Lori, right? Like things that we do in person where we're communing with, we need community. We need in person with like minds that are at the right vibration, that are healing together. Because when two people aren't on a right path, like me trying to give all of the information that I have to my mom and my dad who do not want it. They don't want my information. So I'm trying to plant seeds to people who don't want Ayurvedic herbs. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to know about yoga. They're not going to do it. They are not going to do. So it's like I just stay in my own little world and do my own little thing here. Yes, we do, Lewis. Oh, yeah, you burning yourself out. I had to read the rest of your comment. That's good. And when you realize you're burning yourself out trying to keep up with their standards and things and listen to everybody else say you got to go, support this channel, go be here, go do there, go here. And the busyness. What's the name of that book, Desiree had? That's a good one. I'll have to add to my library again. Something about releasing busyness. The constant state of doing, like we've always got to be somewhere all the time, right? And people can't see this social media addiction. Addicted to constant contact and communication with other people all the time, like you can't even sit with yourself. Social media addiction. Scrolling, doom scrolling, watching reel after reel after reel after reel. Falling asleep with your phone in your bed, in your hand. Not even being able to separate yourself from your device. Having withdrawal symptoms when you lose your phone. Ding, ding. Having negative withdrawal symptoms if you can't get your device. Addiction. We're talking about addiction here. In a world resistant to change, we have to take matters into our own hands. We do have control. Our culture fails to support our healing by literally encouraging us to sustain our addictions. Keep feeding the system, right? I find it amazing that alcohol is not only legal throughout the majority of the world, it is actually encouraged as a cultural activity. It baffles me when I consider the immense amount of harm it creates in our lives with virtually no benefits. Alcohol. It actually calcifies the pineal gland. And how many lives have been lost, like not just to COVID. During COVID, how many people died from drug overdoses because they couldn't cope? How many people relapsed because of COVID in 2020? Into 2019, because it's called COVID-19. COVID-19. How many people relapsed and fell into addiction because of the stress and the fear because of COVID? My daughter left this world in 2020 from fentanyl poisoning. She couldn't deal with it either, with all the news coming out and those George Floyd riots were breaking out even in our town, even though that was in a whole nother state. People went crazy. COVID riots were breaking out. All this crazy stuff was happening. People were in psychoses. Jeffrey Epstein stuff gone wild. All this trafficking information. People were completely triggered, lost out of their mind. My daughter was completely wasted on alcohol and drugs like the entire time she was in a psychosis. That's how lots of people handled COVID. And all the fear-based lies and propaganda and conspiracies all over the freaking news. And with Jeffrey Epstein and trafficking. My daughter left this world from a fentanyl overdose. So I know how it affected a lot of people. I know how many people died of overdoses, liver failure from alcohol abuse. I have 2 friends that did. One of them died on 420 from liver failure, from alcohol, from vodka, a vodkaholic. And he wouldn't smoke. He was a veteran even. He wouldn't smoke or use plant medicine. He was born on 420, just like Adolf Hitler. And he died on 10/18 from liver failure, right after my daughter. Unbelievable. People just leaving left and right because they couldn't deal with the stress. This is why I advocate so much about getting sober. This stuff is killing us. Alcohol and opiates and the other drugs. They're poison. Even mercury is poison. Fluoride is poison. We don't take those things normally. If we weren't told we needed fluoride in our water. That calcifies your pineal gland too. It's another trick from your government. India is one of the rare countries I visited that has entire states that are dry. I grew up in a dry town. When I was a little girl, there was nowhere that sold alcohol. Nowhere. It was a dry town. If I go to that town, it breaks my heart now because there's liquor stores and bars everywhere. I said, look at this. Now they don't have to drive in town to get alcohol. There are dry, non-alcohol states in India. The whole state. India also has vast regions where people don't eat meat as well. So they live in an entirely different lifestyle on many levels. But there's something that needs deeper exploration here. Let's examine our culture's 3 most common addictions. Why are we eating, drinking, and smoking so much? When I was a big drinker, it became natural for me. Despite my petite frame, I had built up a tremendous tolerance and could drink most large men under the table. I was the champion of keg stands in high school. No joke. 60 seconds in a handstand without coming up for a breath. Now you can see why my yoga handstand and breathwork practice began. At the keg, right? All silliness aside, the point I'm making is that while I was drinking a lot, my body was building up an immunity to the toxicity that I was ingesting as best it could. After I quit cold turkey for a full year, I couldn't tolerate much more than a few sips when I tried to go back. My system had become so clean and was moving toward wholeness so quickly that I haven't been able to drink much since. Now it's been almost 7 years. A full life cycle has progressed for me, and I see the whole experience of drinking in a new light. Alcohol is a toxic poison to our body. Webster's definition of intoxication: poisoning or the abnormal state induced by a chemical agent. That's in the Webster's Dictionary of Intoxication. Poisoning or the abnormal state induced by a chemical agent. The same is true of the nicotine in cigarettes and the sugar or MSG in junk food. Underneath this surface, we discover the deeper reasons we drink, smoke, and overeat, in spite of our knowledge of the hazardous effects to our health. And you know how much I've talked about emotional eating when it comes to the first drug that we ever abuse is food. the first drug people ever abuse, because children don't have access to cannabis and things unless their adult parent or someone is giving it to them. The first way children start to learn how to cope, unless someone teaches them breathing. I actually saw some yoga retreat earlier, and a little boy was doing his fire breathing, and it was just awesome. A little video popped up just right on the screen when I went to edit and share something earlier, and I said, that's awesome. That's what the little kids need to be learning. Proper, healthy emotional regulation, breath work, being in your body, not being out of your body. The emotional reasons we drink, smoke, and overeat. Through my studies of the yoga, chakras, marmas, meridians, energy points, and lines in the body, I have come to see the human design in an entirely new light. In addition to the chakras and koshas described, it is also important to discuss another Eastern approach to the human body. Traditional Chinese medicine works with energy channels or meridians that run throughout our body. These channels correlate to our organ functions, and each channel has several points accessible through acupuncture or acupressure. Healing practitioners work with the various meridians to bring the body back into harmonious balance. And these are the meridians that I've talked about. These are also the tapping points that you tap on when you do emotional freedom technique tapping. So that's like why I got that chart over there. So I could learn without having to get the book out. I could just walk right up to this chart and look at the tapping lines each time. And I learned to tap in the actual right place where the line is, instead of like above my eyebrow. It's right here, the meridian line, and not on your temple, but at the edge of the bone right there. So if you're tapping, you want to be able to tap in the right spots. I'm working on an EFT, and I'm going to explain tapping in each of the points. It's a video I'm working on. According to traditional Chinese medicine, each organ has an emotion to which it corresponds. I'm going to read this section about addiction. It's a couple more pages. For example, the liver processes anger, the lungs process grief, and the stomach processes feelings of despair. So what happens when we don't process our feelings? What happens if every time we are going to cry or something upsets us, say we're really upset and we just go keep ourselves busy, go jump in a chat room, or go talk to somebody or whatever, and we don't actually process. Say we stuff it. Say we really need to cry, and instead we go jump and do something. Keep ourselves busy, don't think about it, swallow it down, choke it, and avoid it. Stuff it. We stuff it away. And that little bottle that's inside of us that we're just constantly stuffing things into, not processing things, those come out in our life eventually. If we don't deal with it now, we will later. See Appendix C for a complete list of organs. Oh, well, that's in the back of the book. Yeah. And it tells each element and what times: the stomach, the spleen, the heart, small intestine, bladder, etc. I bring these three organs into the picture: the liver, the lungs, and the stomach. For liver, anger; lungs, grief; and stomach processes feelings of despair. I bring these three organs into the picture to illustrate the root of what drives us to our addictions. We turn to alcohol, cigarettes, and excessive eating, among other addictions, to avoid feeling our emotions. I mentioned that alcohol was a constant for many years of my life. I used it to mask or avoid deep-seated anger. Alcohol. Under the anger. Down here at your root chakra. Alcohol addiction is right here. Alcohol is hiding lots of things. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear about his bladder. I hope he gets some healing. And welcome, King of Hearts Gaming Prince 91. I hope you're doing well. I'm very sorry to hear about that. To avoid feeling our emotions. We turn to alcohol, cigarettes, and excessive eating, among other addictions, to avoid feeling our emotions. I mentioned that alcohol was a constant for many years in my life. I used it to mask or avoid deep-seated anger I felt towards men. I didn't know it at the time, and it wasn't until I stopped drinking that I realized I was carrying all this latent anger. Without my unconscious addiction, alcohol in this case, to turn to, I was forced to feel these feelings. And they say in any recovery program, whether it's alcohol or anything, this could even be if you're using marijuana as an escape. It could be another way to escape and avoid dealing with some of our stuff. Some of the feelings that come up when we're not smoking are maybe coming up because it's stuff that we need to deal with. It's stuff that we need to say, hey, why is this coming up? And why is this going on? And what do we need to do? What do we need to alter in our life, right? They say in any recovery program that when you get sober, you get your memories and your feelings back. They say feelings before your memories. You get all your feelings back. Everything. Everything that you used to use to numb it, whether it's social media, alcohol, food, whatever. Once you stop grabbing that whatever it is that you're grabbing to avoid, fix, manage, control, run, escape from your feelings, yourself, your life, your situation, your home, whatever's going on in your life, whatever it is you're running from. Whatever we stop that and we sit with it for a little bit, we're going to realize stuff's coming up. We've just been running. We've just been distracted. We've just been avoiding for days, weeks, months, years, decades, numbing, stuffing, numbing, running. And it turns out we follow ourselves wherever we go. We can run and run and run, but we can't hide from ourselves. Without my unconscious addiction to alcohol, I was forced to feel these feelings. A lot came up. I knew I had anger toward my father, but I was shocked to learn that I carried that into every relationship. You're carrying your baggage. With every man I'd ever known, you carry your baggage from one place to another. If you jump out of one relationship and into another, and you don't sit with yourself and learn about yourself and learn to love yourself, you're going to go run and try to find somebody else to fill that void before you even learn to love yourself and know yourself. That's exactly what I did for years. This is one reason I've been single for so many years. And I'm starting to just love it. And now I just won't allow people into my life that aren't even like where I'm headed and what I'm doing in my life at all. I'll never, ever, ever settle again. I was in relationships, bouncing back and forth with a lack of self-love, lack of self-worth. I didn't know my worth. I didn't stand up for myself. I was constantly looking for someone outside myself to make me happy, to fill the void, to love me. Oh, if someone would just love me. And they always leave me. And why are they always breaking my heart? And I had to learn to sit with myself and love myself. Love yourself, and then the right person will come along at the right time. You won't have to run and chase it. You won't have to force it. When we're forcing and trying to make things happen, especially if it's for some type of personal and financial gain only, and we're not doing something for the greater good of the whole universe, and we're not doing it out of a loving place for self-care, then it's not, the universe doesn't just open doors. When things are in alignment, it happens quickly and easily. Honestly, at the speed of a light sometimes. It's amazing miracles. When we're in alignment and we're doing the things that we need to do, not procrastinating and making excuses and saying, oh, I don't want to do any work. I just want the miracles to happen. I don't want to do anything. I just want everything to work for me. And I don't have to lift a finger. I want to drop 50 pounds, but I don't want to quit eating, and I don't want to do my exercises, and I don't want to do any changes in my life. I just want it to happen. And that's not how life works. As I've healed this dynamic with my father and reconciled the emotional pattern I developed with him, I opened myself to relating with greater freedom of love, not only with men, but with everyone in my life. She did that through even forgiveness, right? The anger, deep-seated anger. A friend of mine quit smoking after more than 10 years. He recently shared with me some powerful insights that support the idea that we turn to these toxic substances to avoid the toxic emotions that our addictions cover up. For his entire life, he felt like he never received the love and affection he needed from his mother. He felt as though something was missing and that something was lost. Instead of feeling the heavy grief that resulted, he turned to smoking. He went on to replicate this dynamic with the feminine by dating women who were disinclined to be openly loving and affectionate. He picked women like his mom. And even when they were, it was never enough. When he couldn't find what he needed in his partners, which will never be the case, we must first connect with the self-love within, not without. Look in, not out, not up, inside yourself. He turned to cigarettes and marijuana as he entered more deeply into his yoga practice. He found his habitual addiction to nicotine and THC too toxic to continue doing both. He came to a choice point. When he wisely cut smoking out of his life, he discovered a well of grief just waiting to be processed. It warrants mention that he also discovered right around this time that he wasn't breastfed as an infant. He recognized the oral fixation resultant from that early trauma and the unconscious belief he developed that women would never provide him with what he needed. When he recognized the perpetual grief that conditioned belief created, it became crystal clear to him that rather than turn back to the habit of smoking that comforted him in the past, his soul would be best served by embracing the beauty of the healing path to which this early trauma led him. To this day, he credits his yoga practice to healing his relationship with his inner feminine, in addition to his now wonderfully harmonious relationship with his mother. And of course, he's currently enjoying a new and deeply nourishing romantic relationship that transcends his old patterns. A final example involves one of my clients who spent the majority of her life overweight and unhappy. She grew up in a very conservative household that offered very little in the way of expressing love or offering support. And when we don't receive those in our life, as a child especially, then we won't know what it's like, right? We're like deprived in that area, neglected in the love, expressing love and offering support. This led her to feel inadequate and unworthy of love. She perpetuated this lie by covering her feelings of despair with excessive overeating. Whenever she looked in the mirror, she would see what she falsely believed: someone inadequate by society's standards and therefore unworthy of love. She found yoga through my online videos and slowly began to discover her true self, her body, and her feelings through regular asana practice. After a few months, she went beyond doing yoga once a week and began to study on her own as well. Not only did she lose weight and feel more energized, she no longer feels a false sense of despair that plagued her for so many years. These real-life examples illustrate why we make the unconscious choices that quickly turn into addictions. We turn to various substances that cover up the latent emotions we're afraid to feel. Where does this fear come from? Why are we conditioned to feel this way? The origins of our conditioned mind will be addressed in further detail in the next chapter about the mind, but we can appreciate the above examples that conditioned beliefs we carry about ourselves generate a life reality that mirrors these beliefs. Again and again, the reflections of this universal truth shine through the countless testimonials of the transformation available in the practice of yoga. The more you depend on forces outside yourself, the more you are dominated by them. Harold Sherman said that. So there's 3 keys to eliminating addiction. And I'm going to stop after those 3. 1 more page and a half. 3 keys to eliminating addiction and successfully eliminating what is hurting you to awaken to a deeper appreciation for yourself and life in general. Meditation and the observation of thought. Fundamentally, this is where it all begins. When you quit something, whether it's drinking, smoking, overeating, laziness, or letting go of a codependent relationship, to name a few examples. And if you don't know what codependency, it means being dependent on another person. You need someone else to need you. That's codependency. Lots of people who are codependent are married to alcoholics or someone with a substance abuse, and the woman has a man or the man has a woman who is sick and addicted, and they have become the caretaker, and the person needs them, and then they become very codependent and on each other. It becomes a codependent, like you, and sometimes people need people to need them. They don't know what to do with their life if they're not taking care of someone else. Like they might not take care of themselves at all because they're constantly doing for someone else. That's codependency, addicted to other people, addicted to fixing, managing, controlling, taking care of. There's a great book by Melody Beattie called Codependent No More. So when you quit something, whether it's drinking, smoking, overeating, laziness, or letting go of a codependent relationship, to name a few examples, you reprogram your subconscious mind to no longer need or want that thing. And I'm talking about videos even. We could be addicted to thinking we need to watch this, we need to do this, we need to be here, we need to get more subscribers, we need to do yada yada. We could be addicted to the belief that we need more of whatever it is that we are addicted to in our life. We may not even see it's an addiction. You could be addicted to gambling. You could be addicted to slot machines. You could be addicted to lottery tickets. You could be addicted to sex. You could be addicted to drugs, alcohol, watching games. You could be a gaming prince. You could be a gamer. You could be anything. If you are constantly like spending all of your time doing something outside of yourself that is not taking care of yourself, it is some type of avoidance. It can be, games are huge with teenagers and young people today. I've seen people who game for hours and hours. Some people have said they've gamed live on YouTube for 48 hours before. Like they don't stop and take a shower and go take care of yourself. You just game nonstop. Like that's all you do with your life is game. And people are sitting in horrible positions. My daughter was a gamer. She would tell me her back is killing her, and she's sitting in a gaming chair on the floor, hunched over, in a really poor position all day. And I'm like, you are way too young to be having back problems. You need to get in a different chair, sit up properly, get your spine lined right, and stop staring at these games all day long. Go outside and play. Go climb some trees. Go to the park. Get off these devices and go get yourself grounded. Go get some fresh air. Kids used to play outside all day, and all of a sudden we've got technology addiction like we've never seen before in our lives. For adults, teens, children, everyone. Even on the news the other day said a little girl is not communicating because when her mom talks to her, she's staring at her device. She didn't even hear her parents. People aren't even hearing each other. People are in the same home, not hearing each other because people are staring at phones, okay? They're not even hearing. I can talk to my dad, and if he's staring at the television and looking between his tablet and the phone and the tablet and the phone and the TV and the tablet and the TV, he doesn't hear a word I say. He's not here. People are gone, okay? They're not even present. This is true. This is reality. This is life today. Oh, good. I hope she does. I'll help her. We'll help her. We'll help her. These are very important teachings. I used to play The Sims on PlayStation 2. I know I used to play a game called Silent Hill. I used to play for hours and hours all night long while I was drinking. I was numbed in many, many ways. I was an addict in every way, shape, and form, searching everything outside of myself, escaping myself. And it turned out I followed me everywhere I went. I could play for hours and hours and hours and hours trying to figure out Mario. I was a Mario master. I had Mario before some of these gamers were even born. I had the first Mario on a first Nintendo when it very first came out, 1985, my friends. I was a gamer. I was mastering Nintendo World back in the day before some of these kids were even born. So yes, I was. How do we? Hold on a second. Are we letting go of that codependent relationship? A few examples. As you reprogram your subconscious mind to no longer need or want that thing, activity, or person in your life, or at least not allow it to control your life. This is why I use the phrase, are you using social media, or is social media using you? Are you using social media, or is social media using you? On a physical level, we crave what we are addicted to. We have emotional cords tied to these things, and spiritually we are bonded as well. It is a process of cutting the cords on all levels, and this begins in the mind. Before you relapse, if you think about, I'm going to go get a drink. Say you're an alcoholic. I'm just going to use this example. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to go get a drink. You're thinking about it. Before you go out of the house, before you get in the car, before you go buy the alcohol, it starts right here in your mind. And you are so powerful. You are so powerful. Hold on, we're on low power mode. Our battery's going to die. I've been wanting to read this part. I come back to this part all the time, actually, flipping for answers. And this is one I wanted to share. It is essential that you have a good journal to write down your thoughts as they arise for you. This will help you to feel drawn when you feel drawn to relapse. Also, even if you do have a temporary relapse, keep coming back to your thoughts. Observe. Is it a specific time of day, or is there a trigger that sends you into a relapse? You will learn about the Buddhist concept of Shinpa. Hey, I need to highlight that. That's an answer on my test, actually. Thank you. I just found an answer. The Buddhist concept, you will learn about the Buddhist concept of Shinpa in chapter 3 in the book. That's actually in another Buddhist book I have that's called Practicing Peace in Times of War, and how to keep your cool and maintain like a Buddhist meditation pose and not be able to jap out and flip out even when all hell is breaking loose around you, right? That explains in detail the origin of triggered responses, and it offers suggestions for how to overcome them through meditation. Because if you're constantly just triggered and running to things that trigger you, like, oh, I'm constantly triggered all the time and I got to go smoke more and do all this because I can't, I've got so much, like, you got to find healthier ways to be able to deal with stuff too. In life, we do. When you get into recovery, we find healthier ways to deal with things. Not running to the things we learn breath work, we learn emotional freedom, technique tapping, we learn grounding with yoga. Like the workouts I did today, these are great grounding techniques as well. And you'll be practicing breath work while you're doing the exercises. Yoga is so powerful because it's all, I can't deal with that music right now. I had to turn that man's voice down. Sometimes it just irritates me. And I just would prefer silence. I would prefer silence over that. No thanks. Find an accountability partner. So Noor was talking about an accountability coach. When I quit drinking, it was easy because I was really ready. And sometimes you get to the point where you're just ready and you ain't going back. And that's where I'm at in my life. Ain't nothing going back for me. I'm going to walk the opposite direction before I go back in that way. Absolutely. With my constellation boots. Additionally, I was with a man who was in the same place in his life, and we both did it together. That's really good if you can find someone to break a pattern with you. If you can do it with someone, like right now I'm trying to make healthy changes in food and lifestyle changes in my diet around people who don't want to do that. They have no desire to change. There's Christmas candy coming out, Halloween candy, sugar cookies, donuts, all that stuff laying around all the time. All the time. It's out there. I put it in the other room. I put it in the cabinets. I hide it away from my face. I don't want to see it. I'm trying so hard. And I get really angry towards the holidays because it's worse. I get really upset about it because now there's going to be pumpkin pies everywhere and all this stuff. And I'm really trying so hard not to have this stuff in my life anymore. Dealing with someone who has a lot of health problems, has kidney stones, high blood pressure, diabetes, all of this stuff. And these people won't stop eating. They won't stop putting the things in their body, in their mouth, that's hurting them. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to watch. It's very frustrating to deal with. Because when there's emergencies for kidney stone surgery removal and all of these health problems and hospital stays and staying home from work and all of these health problems, don't you think, yeah, well, not with all the sugar, Lori. Not with all the sugar in it. The sugar is the poison. And the whipped cream and all that extra stuff. If you just had the pumpkin without the crust, without the sugar, or without the whipped cream. Yeah. I don't know. It's really tricky. I get so frustrated. I start even getting angry right before the holidays now. I didn't even eat with my family last year. I sat in my room. They were all drinking. And I told my mom I don't want to go to family gatherings anymore if everybody's going to be wasted. If that's how you guys gather, I don't want to be there. So I'll just stay in my room. And I did. I know it can be done. It's not even just the food. It's not. I don't even eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I don't even eat meat. I don't eat meat. So like I made my own pasta with chickpeas or lentils or something with kale pasta sauce, whatever, some kind of vegetarian thing. And I just ate my own stuff. Because the potatoes are real heavy and they're not even really good for you. Like if I had the potatoes and the corn that comes with the regular Thanksgiving dinner, macaroni and cheese, those things are not good for me. Velveeta macaroni and cheese is awful. That isn't even real cheese. Like this stuff is not good for us. I don't eat at McDonald's and stuff. I save a lot of money not going to fast food restaurants. I save a lot of money not eating those fried foods. And it's really good. No wonder my heart rate's so low. No wonder my blood pressure's so low. Because I don't put those things in my body anymore. I very, very seldom eat that stuff. Like I eat pizza with my mom once in a while. It's a thin crust, with just cheese or black olives or something. But it's just like I don't eat out like at those places anymore. I haven't for years. I haven't wanted to. I started wanting to stop that years ago with my ex. I left him. I left him because he wouldn't listen to anything I said. And I was sick to death of debating with him. He wouldn't stop eating McChickens at McDonald's. And I said, this is horrible for us. And I don't want to eat this. I don't want these french fries. I don't want this stuff in my body anymore. And he kept going there and drinking frappes, loaded with sugar and all this stuff. And I was just like, this stuff is not good for us. And I ended up leaving because I'm just tired of arguing. I was arguing about Jesus, food, and everything else. And I was just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. We are not compatible, my friend. So, peace be with you. All right, so I had enough. We're doing it. My friend, she was with a man who wanted to quit drinking. It's good to have a partner. We had enough. It was clear it was doing us more harm than good. We had run-ins with the law, jail time only for a few hours, and now we were committed to experiencing a higher vibration. An alcohol addiction is at your lowest vibration, root chakra, which is related to physical safety, body needs. If you're feeling financially insecure, if you're worried about that, that's your root chakra. Sexuality, actions, groundedness, and physical energy. The addictions are alcohol, sex, compulsive exercise, and anger. If your exercise is intense and all the time, not just like, a regular 30 minutes a day, if you're like addicted to the exercise, right? And addicted to anger. They went in higher vibrations. So your higher vibrations, you won't have a bunch of addictions once you get above the heart, actually. Codependency, caretaking, and cannabis addiction and things, those are actually in the heart. Once you get above the heart, which is green, your addictions will be less. These are the lower ones. Your digestive, your food. These are your sacral and your digestive system, your solar plexus. So the Manipura and the, what's the other one? This sacral is this Swadhisthana right here. And Muladhara is the root chakra. I'm going to do a whole chakra exercises on my next module after the targeted micro sequences. So we both wanted to create something real and impactful with our lives, and this bonded us in a powerful way. It was a process of eliminating the negative influences and friends, people, places, and things. That's what they tell you in Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. If you want to succeed in your recovery, you have to change your people, you have to change the places you hang out with, and you have to change the things in your life. You don't keep the alcohol in your house, you don't go to bars anymore, and you don't hang out with the people who are drinking. Those are probably the biggest griefs I've had in my life that's ongoing because I'm continually having to say goodbye to people. I don't hang out with a lot of my old friends. It's just too dangerous for me. It's not healthy for me. Some of them are my family. But this is what I'm doing for me. I'm not doing it for them. I thought I was getting sober and doing all of this for my daughter. And it turns out I was doing it for me. I got sober for me. I started doing it for her because she deserved to have a sober mom. And then when I realized the ways I taught her to run and escape and how fentanyl took her life later, I continually asked myself, what did I do? Look at what I've done. Look at what I showed her. Look at what I taught her. Talk about accountability. You don't even need an accountability partner for that. Those are the revelations that come to yourself. Look at the influence I played in her life. Look at how I taught her how to run and numb those feelings. And it killed her. It took her final breath. It shut her body completely down. Fentanyl. And all she was trying to do was kill the pain. Those are things I live with every day of my life. And this is why I'm not going back. I'm going to be a positive role model for my nephew. Someone that my niece has never seen before. I'm someone that nobody's ever even met before. This is a whole new me, a whole new person. Lots of people that used to know me say I'm not the same. Well, I'm not. Once you change everything and you quit drinking and you quit doing drugs and you quit running from yourself, yeah, you change. Yeah, you change a lot. Because all the things you used to do, you don't do them anymore. It no longer resonates. You are at a higher vibration. We both wanted to create something real and impactful with our lives, and this bonded us in such a powerful way. It was a process of eliminating the negative influences, friends, and environments that were drawing us into the trap of habituation that led to the negative patterning we were ready to release. We had to reprogram our entire lifestyles, and it was easier to do this since we had each other. It is ideal if you're married, if your accountability partner is your spouse, or even your lover or best friend, since they are often number one influence upon your lifestyle choices. If this is not your situation, then ask those with whom you are close to please support you in your new lifestyle choices. I guarantee you will get overwhelming responses of positivity, and encouragement. Replace the habits. This is number 3, and we're wrapping it up. This is key. If you typically find yourself drinking at a bar on a Friday night, or even having drinks at home, or whatever your issue is that you're ready to let go of, you must find another activity that is equally enjoyable for you to replace the other. You must replace one unhealthy thing with a healthy habit. Whether you say, okay, I'm going to start working out in the morning instead of jumping on YouTube. Say, I'm not going to go into a chat room before noon. Say you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you say, I'm going to see what all I can get done. And you start breaking free from that need to go see what's going on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I don't know, all the platforms, whatever one you run to. You're going to sit with yourself and you're going to dedicate this time to do this in your house and take care of this and dedicate time, and you get a little structure. These are things I did in a prison cell. You know why? Because I didn't sit around and watch Maury Povich. While the girls yelled, who's the daddy? I didn't sit around and watch Jerry Springer. People were addicted to that drama. Every day, that's what they did. They sat around the day pit and watched it like clockwork. They didn't work on themselves. They looked at everyone else's issues. And they didn't work on themselves. And some of the women keep coming back to prison. They didn't learn anything. They go home and they do exactly what they were doing, and they come back and they'll watch Jerry Springer there again. Or maybe that's not on anymore. Maybe it's Steve Wilkos. Who knows what it is. I worked on myself. I sat there with my books and my spirituality, all that stuff. You have to cut all that out of your life and focus on yourself if that's what you want to heal, right? Find the other activities. So you set a routine. Okay, this is what I'm going to do with my routine every day. Your morning miracle. I posted that not long ago. I probably should go find it and post it to Lady Free Flow so it's not lost on my community tab. And I can reshare it. Of all the things that you can do. Your journaling, reading for 10 minutes. Do 10 minutes of yoga, 10 minutes of dance, 10 minutes of singing, 10 minutes of jumping on a trampoline, 10 minutes of workout, whatever you choose for 1 hour every morning. And as part of the green smoothie detox, you're supposed to have that within 1 hour of waking up too. So you're not fasting all day, but you're having a green smoothie within an hour of waking up. And then you want to cut your fasting time later. It depends on your cycle. You want to work with your cycle, not mine or anyone else's. Especially if you're a woman working with your cycle. That's the whole thing of fast like a girl. So I recommend exercise, yoga, meditation, singing, dancing, and connecting with nature in various ways like camping, hiking, walking on the beach. Anything that gets your body moving and far away from what's sucking you into the trap. So some people aren't even realizing how they're sucking other people into the trap, continuing to enable more social media addiction. And you got to be able to discern that too. Every time someone sends you a video, you have an option of whether you click on it or not. You get to discern whether you need to watch that or not. And you don't know how many times people send me stuff where I don't say nothing. Or if I say, hey, I don't watch those. Every time you send me a reel, and you're sending me like reels all day, every day. So I ended up blocking people on YouTube. On Instagram, because they wouldn't stop. They never asked how I was. They never said anything to me. They just kept sending me videos. And I said, you know what? You're blocked. Is this all people do? It really worries me how many videos people are sitting and watching all day long. It's kind of concerning, actually, because at the rate I receive them from so many people, if I was watching every video that people sent me, I would never get anything done. I would be staring at my phone watching videos all freaking day long of babies doing funny stuff and animals, and somebody's got a joke to share and all of this stuff. I would be staring at my phone, not getting anything done because of all the people that send me videos all day long. And I finally just started ignoring people. They don't say a word, I'm not saying a word back. They just keep sending me videos, fine, whatever. I hope they find something to do with their day, because I'm busy. I recommend yoga. Get outside. Get off your phones. Anything that gets your body moving and away from what's sucking you into this trap. into this cycle of a repetitive, like a hamster, going around in a circle, doing the same thing over and over and wondering why nothing is changing in your life because you got to hop off of it. If your old friends are not interested or ready to let go of these negative habits, just find other ways in which you can connect with them. This happened to me. When I decided to quit drinking, it led to a complete transition in friends. This was hard at first. There was a period of time when my only friends were my sisters and my boyfriend. That was fine, however, since I was so excited about the new level of energy, enthusiasm, and excitement about life and my future that I was ready to move on and up from these old habits. Thus, I was grateful to let them go. Embrace releasing of the old to welcome in the new. It will serve you richly for the entirety of your life. The fastest way to freedom is to feel your feelings, said Gita Bellin. Gita Bellin, Bellin. And that's it about the addiction part. The next part's the 3 emotional prison keepers: expectations, attachment, and judgment. So that's from Journey to Joyful by my yoga instructor, Dashima, the founder of Flow State Yoga Institute. So that's it. That's all. My favorite green juice. I get a mixture of a green stuff from a place called True Nutrition, and it's got I put everything, chlorella, spirulina, all the funky greens, and sea moss in there. I got some more sea moss coming, actually. And I just ordered a pound of ashwagandha and maca root powder, which is good for your hormones as well. I'm about to do the green smoothie detox. And so the list on there, she was saying have only the sugar-frees. Hold on, let me see. Low sugar fruits like watermelon. She prefers celery is really good, so you can put that in your smoothie. Those are your veggies, right? And you can like spinach, sprouts. My mom bought some earthbound greens, and she's telling me the salad's messing up her stomach, so I just put all of it in a blender and blended it up, and I'll drink it. It's a big salad, though. But I also put berries in there, like acai berries, ACAI, and dragon fruit. I do use pineapple, even though it's high in sugar. Pineapple is loaded with bromelain, and it's so good for your digestive system. So even though that's not on her list, it's something I add to mine. And then you can add anything. Those are I use, I'm trying to think. My brain just fogged out. Arugula is in the mixtures. I put arugula, or I don't put it. It's all in the mixtures of the greens. Arugula, spinach, radicchio, all of these greens that are in there. Yeah, I can't look at horror movies. I can't watch them anymore. It just doesn't resonate with my soul anymore at all. It doesn't. I don't find it necessary. But I have a hard time just watching stuff anymore. I really do. If it doesn't jive with me, I don't want it on. And so I don't. I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't sit around and watch TV. Right now, all I'm watching is my yoga teacher training. And yoga videos. I have some handstand videos from others as I'm learning too. My yoga instructor's got a yoga channel. I listen to meditation frequencies and stuff. I've really not even been listening to a lot of astrology. I'm kind of just back to Raw Star again. Back out of live chats. Just I want the information, but I don't really want to talk to everybody. I go through phases where I don't want to be in live chats at all. I just barely started coming back out again to Dr. Danny's. And I stopped in Nora's, and I've stopped at, where the other lady, Beth, Mysterious Grannies. That's it. I don't hang out in those chats anymore and do all that stuff. I'm busy in my life outside of YouTube. Somebody just said on Facebook, stop ignoring your people if you want YouTube to recommend your stuff. And I said, maybe some of us aren't ignoring people. Maybe we're busy. Maybe we work a job outside of Facebook, and maybe we work outside of the home, and maybe we have family things that we're tending to, and maybe we're also running other platforms, and maybe we're going to school and in yoga teacher training. Maybe we're not just ignoring people. Maybe we're busy. Maybe we have a life outside of social media, which is healthy to have, by the way. And I said, and I'm not actually going to feel guilty for not responding to comments right away. I will not feel guilt or shame because of that. I do not have to keep up. I do not have to be there right away. I do not have to do any of that. I come to share. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I don't have any products out here. We got 14 concurrent viewers and 14 likes. I don't have to, I'm not selling anything. I don't have to answer everybody's questions right away. We don't have to jump for that. You don't have to keep up with Facebook's rules and all of that either. You can literally, let go. You don't have to go like everything. You don't have to support everyone. You don't have to be there. And that's a huge revelation for a lot of people because they believe they have to support everybody that supports them. Lots of people that subscribe to my channel might have content on their channel that I would never watch in my life. I'm not subscribing to that. I'm not subscribing to channels that overeat and go live, and they think that is something that they need to promote. I'm not subscribing to that. I'm not supporting things. I'm not supporting people that are live drunk and doing things that are unhealthy. I do not have to do that. I do not have to connect to those people. I do not have to support that. I don't have to hang out with people who are going to try to encourage me to do things that are unhealthy for me and are distracting me from my lifestyle. We don't have to support that. We don't have to subscribe to everybody. We don't have to spend all day on social media platforms. We got 2 hours and 22 minutes and 33 seconds. That's time to leave. I'm done, you guys. I hope you have a most wonderful day. I hope you all give yourself as much time, care, attention, and love energy as you so freely give to others. I hope you help yourself as much as you help everybody else because you deserve your love. I hope you know you deserve your love. I hope you know that. You can come home to yourself now. It's safe. I love you all so much. And I'll see you guys on the members, the oracles. Oh, hey, Lori, by the way, I meant to say this. The night of Hecate is November the 16th, which is when we're going to do our goddess oracles at 1 o'clock on that Saturday. It's a Sunday, actually. Hecate, and the dark moon is actually on the 19th, so we'll be going right into the dark moon. That's a good time to really think about what we want to release. So we just had Mercury retrograde on 11/9, which is 911 backwards. Jupiter retrograde's coming on Veterans Day tomorrow, 11/11. So that's a good time for healing as well. It's not a time for overdoing. It's not a time for excess, even with Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini. Just let go. Don't try to force things. Go with the flow with your body. See what you want to release for the new lunar cycle. We're going to have a new moon in Libra on the 20th. So what do you want to get rid of, let go of, release? That might be hindering your daily routine. No, the 19th is a Wednesday. The 16th is the night of Hecate. The 16th, we're going to have our oracles on a Sunday at 1 o'clock. The 19th is a Wednesday. So you're right. You are right. The Shinpa. I got to remember Shinpa's on chapter 3. That's one of the answers on my final exam. So I had to remember that. She did talk about Shinpa. Shinpa's like not reacting even. It's in that book, that Buddhist teaching, Shinpa. That's it. So I'm going to get back to my studies and my friends and go cut some turmeric and stuff and get ready for that. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Unless I don't know if we should do just one workout a week, as we don't do live. I do my workouts every day. Or I take a day off in between. If I do a lot one day and jump for over 30 minutes one day, I don't need to jump the next day. Rebounding actually has amazing benefits that last longer than any other exercise. Cardio-wise, lymphatic system, rebounding, jumping on a mini trampoline. My doctor told me not to do that. I'm not listening to none of the advice she said. The physical therapist said it was good for my leg to rebuild it. Why would the doctor? She's not a physical therapist. She told me I might fall on my trampoline. You know how long I've been jumping on that? For a year. I've never fallen one time. Not one time. But a doctor can put all of her fears into you. Just like the Pink Floyd song, Mama. Mama's gonna put all of her fears into you. The doctor told me don't jump. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm loving that Bali booty workout. I could post it. I'll say, I told her this is what I'm already doing in my class, in my channel. I was already doing it. So I was already doing something. Now I've just added some of her booty workouts right into mine. I said, oh, well, these ones are good. We'll do it with the toes pointed, and we'll do it with the heels up. So whatever. Yeah, whoever ordered the cold, we don't want it. We are not a fan over here. I'll show you guys out the window real quick before we go. There's snow all over the ground. There's snow all over the house next door. There's snow all down the road. There was ice. Look, everywhere. Snow, snow. Let me see. We can't go out the front window. Yeah, we can see out here. Snow outside of the roof. Remember, because I'm above the garage. Snow, all of our beautiful autumn trees, and all the leaves are going to drop off instantly because it's 20-some degrees out there. Brr, we weren't ready for that cold, so I don't want to hear about cold if you're above 45, 50 degrees. I don't want to hear nothing about the cold, because if you want to hear about cold, we got 20-some degrees right here. Got down to 22 degrees last night, so if you're still wearing shorts and a tank top, I don't really want to hear about it, because I have a feeling we should be sharing. I think that Florida and all the lower, warmer states, we should swap for a few years. Like all of us northern states that always get all this cold and stuff, I think it's fair if we share. Like maybe all the lower states could have some snow and ice for a season, you know, winter time, and we could have sunshine for a little while. We could have a sunny winter and warm 80s, 70s, 80 degrees throughout our whole winter. And you guys will share. We'll share with Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana. We'll share with all of you guys. All the northern states, everything central, Midwest, all that stuff. We'll share some of our snow with you guys. How about that? And you guys can give us some sunshine, because we're lacking in vitamin D through the winter. Some of us go through seasonal depression. It's called seasonal affective disorder, because we don't get enough sunshine. And so that's just there. Oh, a hoodie and your winter jacket. Yeah, so there's a cold blast coming through, that's for sure. So everybody stay warm and take care of yourself. That's the message. That's the biggest message. And bring your winter coat, because you never know. I just am praying I'm going to go out there and let my car warm up for a little while. I've been scared since my starter went out last year with the fuel thing, and I can't just let it not run for days. We got to go out and start our cars. Fuel lines can freeze, all kinds of stuff. Your pipes can freeze in your house. You remember when we had snow in Texas? A blizzard? like it was right after COVID. It was when I met Witch Moon, because a lot of the houses in COVID, good Lord have mercy. A lot of the homes in Texas have pipes above their home, their water pipes. And so when their pipes froze, they froze above the house and it all came down on the house and when it thawed out. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not good. Some places aren't equipped for ice and snow. They aren't built for ice and snow. Some places aren't built for earthquakes. Some places aren't built very sturdy. Like when the big old earthquake rocked Turkey, it shook all those buildings down because they were not stable. They were not ready for that size of an earthquake. The houses weren't built to withstand that type of stuff. So, oh, that's how I do. What word? What did I say? A C word. Cold? I don't know what I'm talking about. I said a bad word. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. Now I really got to go. I got to go. I got homework to do. I got to read this anatomy book. This one I really need to read more than anything else. The fasting book, because this one's supposed to be my morning and I don't read it every morning. So I'm further along in the other books. All right. Oh, yeah, that word. Yep, that I don't think they care anymore. When they opened up free speech and stuff, I don't think they care so much anymore. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to say that word. It's even a hashtag. That word is. But I'm with you. I got you. I don't even know why I said that. It was because it's right after. It is a swear word. It's one of those made up words they use to control people and promote fear. All right. I'm out of here. You guys, take it easy. Remember, I'll say it again, to give yourself as much time, care, attention, and love energy as you so freely give to others, because you deserve it. Thank you, Stock Explorer. Kiki, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Let's get our little welcome to the club. I got to get some more emojis, you guys. Welcome to the club. My girl's got shorter hair, but I'm going to fix it. Thank you, Stock Explorer, for that membership gift. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. We're going to do our members-only oracles on Sunday. Sunday, the night of Hecate. And we'll get the Dark Goddess oracles out. And then if anybody's got a request for particular oracles, we'll see what happens. Or maybe everybody's going to be a Dark Goddess because it's the night of Hecate. Who knows? We'll see. I love you all so much. Peace to be with you.